6 years ago, I was making $110,000 a year, and I had $45,000 in debt. I read every finance book. I tried budgeting apps, I cut out lattes, and somehow, I was more in debt 2 years later, until I finally figured something out and now I'm debt-free. Here's how I did it and what nobody tells you. You don't have a discipline problem. You don't have a spending problem. You have a system problem. And today I'm going to show you the exact 6-part system that worked for me and for people who've tried everything else and failed. No shame, no complexity. Just a system that actually works with how humans actually behave. Let's start with why everything you've tried has failed. And I promise you, it's not your fault. Picture this, it's Wednesday. You check your bank account, says $2,100. You think, cool, I can grab dinner out tonight with a friend. But what you don't see is, rent autopay hits tomorrow, $1,600. Phone bill is due on Friday, $100. Car payment hits Monday, $350. By the following Tuesday, you're overdrawn. Again, this is what I call the mixing problem, and it's the silent killer of every debt repayment plan. See, most people think they overspend because they lack willpower, but neuroscience tells us something different. When all your money lives in one place, your brain can't track it. It's like trying to cook 5 meals in one pot and expecting each dish to taste right. Separation isn't optional. It's how human brains actually work, and that's exactly where we start. Part 1. Create a money firewall. Before you pay off a single dollar of debt, you need to stop the bleeding. Here's the firewall. Set it up once, never think about it again. 3 accounts, 3 jobs. Account 1, Income Hub. Your paycheck lands here. Money immediately splits out. You barely touch this account. Account 2, Bills Only. Rent, utilities, phone, insurance. Auto transfers in, auto pays out. Completely boring and predictable. Account 3, Life Money, groceries, gas, coffee, going out. This is your only spending account. When it's empty, you're done spending. And here's the critical move. Pause your credit cards. Don't cancel them yet. That hurts your credit score. Just freeze them. Literally put them in a block of ice if you have to. Why does this work? Because automation replaces willpower. And willpower always loses to a Friday at 6 p.m. when you're tired and hungry. Part 2. Build your oh crap fund. I know what you're thinking, but I need to attack my debt now. And that's exactly why your last 3 attempts failed. Here's the brutal truth. If you don't have $500 to $1,000 in cash, the first unexpected expense will torpedo everything. Car repair? Back to the credit card. Medical copay? Credit card. Your kid needs new shoes? Credit card. You're not building wealth yet. You're stopping the cycle. The goal, $500 to $1,000 in 30 to 60 days. Where it goes? A savings account that's easy to access but not connected to your debit card. This isn't an emergency fund yet. This is a shock absorber, the thing that keeps one bad day from becoming a bad month. Skip this step, and your debt repayment will collapse. I've seen it 100 times. Part 3. List your debts the right way. Pull out your phone. Open your Notes app. You need exactly 4 pieces of information per debt. What it is, credit card 1, car loan, etc. Balance, minimum payment, interest rate. That's it. Ignore your credit score. It'll fix itself later. Ignore how long you've been in debt. Doesn't matter. Ignore the shame. This is math, not morality. Most people overcomplicate this step and then never start. Don't be most people. Part 4. Pick your weapon. There are 2 ways to attack debt, only 2 that actually work. Option A, the snowball method. Pay off your smallest balance first, regardless of interest rate. Why? Because you need wins. Fast. When that first debt disappears, that's not just math. That's momentum. Your brain gets a hit of dopamine. You start believing this might actually work. Option B, the avalanche method. Pay off your highest interest rate first. Mathematically optimal, saves the most money. But here's the catch. It requires discipline when you can't see progress yet. So which one should you choose? Ask yourself one question. What killed my debt repayment plans before? Lack of motivation or lack of discipline? If you've quit because it felt pointless, snowball. If you can stick to things but want maximum efficiency, avalanche. For most people, the answer is snowball, and that's completely fine. A plan you actually complete beats a perfect plan you abandon in month 2. Critical rule: pick one. Commit for 90 days. Don't hybridize. Don't switch halfway through. Trust the process. Part 5. The weekly money check-in. This is the part that makes everything else work. Every week, same day, same time, you spend 15 minutes with your money. Not tracking every transaction, not building spreadsheets. Just 3 questions. Did I overspend this week? Why? What's the fix for next week? That's it. Here's why this is so powerful. You're creating a feedback loop. Most people only look at their money when something's wrong, when they're overdrawn. When a payment bounces, that's not feedback. That's punishment. This weekly check-in turns money into data instead of drama. You start noticing patterns. I always overspend on Fridays after work. Grocery shopping when hungry cost me an extra $40. I forgot about that subscription again. And then you adjust. Slightly, just for next week. No shame, no guilt. Just, oh, interesting. Let me try something different. This transforms your relationship with money from reactive to responsive. Part 6. Add one debt killer lever. Now, and only now, you look for ways to speed things up. But here's the rule. Choose one thing, not 5. 1. Options. Sell stuff you don't use. One-time purge. Add 5 to 10 hours of side income per week. Cancel 1 to 2 subscriptions you don't value. Negotiate one bill: phone, internet, insurance. The critical word here is sustainable. If it makes you miserable, it won't last. And if it doesn't last, it's not a system. It's just another failed diet. You're not looking for a heroic sprint. You're installing a gear that turns automatically. Why this actually works. The psychology behind the system. Most debt plans fail because they're built on 3 lies. Lie number 1, you just need more motivation. Truth: motivation is a feeling. Feelings fade, systems run on autopilot. Lie number 2, you need more discipline. Truth: discipline is a finite resource. You'll run out every time life gets hard. Lie number 3, you need to be perfect. Truth: perfection is the enemy of progress. You need to be consistent. This system works because it's built on automation. Money moves without you thinking. Separation: your brain can actually track what's happening. Feedback loops: weekly check-ins create course correction. Momentum: small wins fuel bigger wins. Debt isn't a character flaw. It's not a moral failing. It's a system problem. And system problems require system solutions. What this looks like in real life: the timeline. Month 1 to 2, you're setting up the firewall, building your $1,000 buffer. Nothing dramatic happens yet, but you'll notice something. You feel less anxious. Money stops being this vague, threatening cloud. It becomes manageable. Month 3 to 6, your first debt disappears. Could be a small credit card, could be a medical bill. Doesn't matter. What matters is you see a balance go to 0. You take that minimum payment and roll it into the next debt. The snowball starts rolling. Payments start feeling lighter. You're not white-knuckling through every week anymore. Month 6 to 18. Multiple debts are gone now. Your credit score is improving. Not because you focused on it, but because you've been making payments consistently. Your emergency fund is growing automatically because you're not using credit cards as backup anymore. And here's the weird part. Money stops being this constant background stress. It becomes boring in the best possible way. Here's the one rule that changes everything. Never use debt repayment as punishment. If this system feels restrictive, suffocating, like you're depriving yourself of everything that makes life worth living, it will fail. You're not building a prison, you're building a bridge. The goal is progress you can actually live with, not financial punishment, not a temporary sacrifice that you'll abandon the moment it gets hard. I got out of debt not by trying harder and not by having more discipline, but by building a system that worked with my brain instead of against it. You can do this, not because you're finally going to become a different person, but because you're about to build a different system. If this helped you, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment telling me which part of the system you're implementing first. And if you want the free checklist that walks you through setting this up step by step, check the link in the description. You've got this, not because of who you are, because of what you're about to build. See you in the next one.